hate. I hate this level. I truly cannot put into words how much I truly despise this level. Let's try it. The average human body contains approximately 37 trillion cells. That is 37 followed by 13 zeros. Do you understand how large that is? How astronomically large that number is? To put into perspective how large that is. If each one of those cells were to be laid out and stretched into a single row, the length would be about 370 million meters. That length could wrap around the Earth over 9 times. If the word hate was ingrained into each singular nuclei of every single one of those cells, it would not account for even 1,000 billionth of the hate I feel for this level in this absolute micro instant. This level is abhorrent. It is foul. It's a fucking sin. It's an art of masochism. It horrors me to fucking hell. For I hate this fucking level. No update will ever fix what this level did to me. No review will ever change like my value of this level's worth. No fucking apology will ever take back this level's horror. And for this level, no meaning can be found. No gain can be achieved. No satisfaction is in sight. Troll Machine is fucking worthless. Intention 1, gameplay. A machine's purpose is to provide efficient quality service. Okay? Right? Efficiency can be defined as achieving maximum productivity with minimum waste, effort, or expenses. Quality can be described as a degree of excellence, or satisfaction of this efficiency. You know where I'm going? Right, so Troll Machine's gameplay lacks both of these fucking defining values. Like this fucking trench pit of a level effectively works 0% of the fucking time. The top 5 places in the world with the most bugs are, in this order, India, Australia, Indonesia, Brazil, and the 50% duo of this fucking dumpster. Okay? This level's gears, hopes, and fucking tears are held by a singular string. A singular string the size of my fucking nail. And that string will fucking snap, and I guarantee you it will fucking snap from 0. Okay. So, okay? Just to put it into perspective, okay? There's a folder. A folder in my computer. This folder contains at least 20 separate images of unique, randomly occurring bugs in this level. 20 separate individual bugs in 20 separate parts of the level, okay? I have died to each one of the presented images in this folder, right? At least 20 times from 0 individually. Every single one. Every single time. Like on average. I've died to some more, I've died to some less. If I were to map it out and test the map, the probability of going from 0 and dying to something that is not my human fault is at least 50%. And the second you pass the fucking 30% spider, that jumps to 80%. No, fucking 83%. This was mathematically a fucking Russian roulette. Where every single attempt, the chances of you being shut down by something that isn't your fault gets exponentially fucking higher the further you go into this level, because it's just that fucking bad. This level just fucking sucks. Like, the gameplay is fucking ass. It's unoriginal. It's just an edgy TikTok edit generic ass flow level. Like, it's so fucking bad. Like, it's the most repetitive gameplay I could ever think of. Like, the level follows a repeating note for 2 fucking minutes. Like, and that shit just, like, it gets so fucking boring. It's like drinking raw melatonin every single click. Every single click, just going dun 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 dun. Like, it's so annoying. That's the whole level. Ba 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 ba. That's the whole fucking level. I had to drink 3 separate Starbucks in order to, like, fucking stay sane while playing this level. Like, do you understand that? I was, like, dying of fucking boredom playing this fucking crime of a level. And it just keeps getting worse and worse because it doesn't even sync. The level that's made to be synced doesn't sync. It's a fucking fraud. This level sync is a pyramid scheme designed to strip our minds from fucking dopamine. Each click is different. It's a different fucking offset. And in order to make it work, I have to either change refresh rate or I have to manually change the offset to sync. right? Get that correctly. I have to change the offset. Like manually change it in the fucking level. I'm sorry, but if your level requires me to go into the editor and manually alter the sync of its gameplay, that shit's ass. That shit is ass. I shouldn't have to sit down and bug fix the core feature that makes your level unique. Because this level's whole thing is just syncing. That's this level's whole deal. So if not only is your gameplay fucking buggy, doesn't fucking work, but your synchronization is too, right? The sync is so horrible. The first time I beat it, I just straight up didn't have music. You can click the raw footage on my original video. It had no music. Why? Because I fucking hate this level. And because it just doesn't sync. So why would I have the music on? Like, I'd rather suffer in fucking silence than hear the same 5 fucking notes for 2 fucking minutes. It's ass. It's ass. It's ass. And don't even get me started on the fucking balancing, dude. The fucking balancing. Oh my fucking god, the balancing. Dude. This level scale is probably tipped upside down with how fucking unbalanced this is. You would have to get the fucking Mjolnir from Marvel in the first half of the level in order to balance it. And even still, I think it will still lean to the second half. That's how fucking bad it is. Like, let's go part by part. The first 17% of this level plays like Red Haze by Toastful, right? That's a fucking medium demon. Like, it could even go easier than it, actually. Like, you never die at this shit unless you're either hot ass or you're getting shut down by the randomized bug of Doom and Despair. Literally. Same shit follows in the next part, besides 3 bugs, 1 dumb transition, and 1 real timing in there. There's like 1 real timing the whole fucking level. It's in that part. Everything else, luck-based. Everything else is luck-based. The first 30% could be disguised as a fucking hard demon. Right? It could be disguised as a fucking hard demon, so why is it so bad? Pretty simple. Really. You know? It's easy, but like, it's inconsistent. It's fucking shit. Right? You'd think that you would pass the hard demon every attempt. But you don't. You never do. You either die to a bug, or you die to a bug, or you die to a bug, or you die to some stupid bullshit. And let's just say you pass it, right? Let's just say you pass it. That is when the level decides, fuck you, and becomes a fucking mid-tier insane demon at the spider. Right there. Like, it goes from medium demon to the insane demon. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. With real fucking timing, too. Okay, so let's say we pass the spider. Now what? Now it's a mid-tier insane demon, right? We're keeping the difficulty consistent. That's good, right? Oh, just one thing. Get this. It's buggy now. Now it's fucking buggy! Now every single timing I found in this part, like every individual click in this part is a bug. I don't think I've ever died to any of those clicks past that part where I genuinely feel like I died because of my fault. This part only kills you whenever the Grim Reaper decides to fuck your booty hole. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the fucking duel. I have to give credit where it's due. This level received an update a little before 2.2 came out, and it generally fixed a lot of things. Like, there was a wave click that used to be like a frame perfect. I mean, now it's a random trigger, but yeah, it's not a frame perfect bug anymore. And I can say that with this review, the duel plays 10 times better than it did before, honestly. Which I'm really happy about. Unfortunately, 0 times 10 is still fucking 0. Okay? This part is without a doubt the single worst piece of gameplay I have ever touched in my life. I would rather sit down and chug 3 bottles of horse semen rather than ever touch this fucking part again. Literally. I cannot express in audible words how horrifying this part gets. So I'll use numbers instead, okay? There's a graph from YDis. I don't know if y'all remember what that is. It's basically the dead tracker, right? From 2022. This graph from YDis. 15%. That number, 15%, is the pass rate that I had for the fucking wave click alone. Right? You know my pass rate for the first 3 clicks of the duel? The first like tan, that 65% per click. Let's be generous. And round it up to 66.6666%. Right? To the 2/3. If we raise 2/3 to the 3rd power, we cube it, which would equate to the pass rate of those 3 clicks, we get a total pass rate of 29.6% for 3 fucking clicks. At this time, I have already gone into the duel at least 50 times, right? You know how many times I passed it? You know how many times I passed the duel in total? Once. In the same YDS, it shows that I got to the duel 222 times. Okay? I still have the graph to this day. Like, I still have the fucking website. And I had 222 duel attempts. I only passed the duel 17 times! Okay? 17 times. That's a fucking pass rate of 7.65%. For a fucking duel that lasts 15% of the fucking level. Do you understand how bad that is? Do you understand how bad that is? Okay, let me put it into perspective. Let's compare. Levels with chokebones. Killball. I had a 30% pass rate on the killball info from any run. From 35, from 45, from the ship. Like, that was my pass rate. And it was average. 30% pass rate. I would die to it a lot, yes, but I would pass it. My pass rate for the Torque Wave from 0, 9.52%. And that 4 times out of 42 times I got there. This part single-handedly has the lowest recorded pass rate of any fucking gameplay part of any fucking level I have ever fucking played. If you still cannot see how horrible this singular part is, let me present you with these pictures right here. This is how I always died. This is how I died. Every single one. What do you notice? Do you think I did that? Do you think that was, oh, you clicked early, oh, you clicked late? No. Those are fucking bugs. This duel has a 7.65% pass rate because the chances of you not dying to a bug are 7.65. This duel's fucking ass. It's ass! And I didn't even mention how this fucking shithole, it doesn't go down the second half. Like, 65 to 76, the worst buildup of all time ever created. Even post-update and post-2.2 fix, you can still die to 5 separate bugs in this part. How do you do, how? And this part also plays like it was taken from fucking Prismatic Haze. Do you understand the difficulty dip? Like, the difficulty change from a mid-tier Insane Demon to Prismatic Haze. What are we doing? I can't think of a part in this level that actually plays like an Entry Extreme. This is an Entry Extreme. Not a single part. No, not a single one plays like that. Then next part just adds salt to the fucking injury, right? Like, it marinates the fucking injury. Like the massive hole left by this, right? This level's whole gimmick is flashing troll faces at you the whole time. At 79%, the troll face with the hands has so many fucking objects. It has single-handedly responsible of killing me from 0 at least once. And I remember it vividly. Because I don't think a single death like that one has made me so mad I had to single-handedly install a level editor mod to remove a fucking decoration. This goes back to my entire first argument, by the way. Because I shouldn't be the one to bug fix your fucking level. I shouldn't be the one to optimize your shit. Your job as a creator, the entire purpose of your access to the editor tab is to create a playable level. And my job as a player is obviously to play it and to beat it. 50-50. It's simple. It's easy. It's a good dynamic. But when you decide to take a nuclear diarrhea on the fucking editor, patch it up with a TikTok edit and edgy troll faces, and release it to the fucking public, and then after that have the audacity to expect to change the level for us, to change the level for you, that is fucking bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. But yeah, we sidetracked a little bit there, but like, let's keep talking about this stupid part after like the 70s, which is conveniently also a duel. And talk about deja vu, because this duel also doesn't fucking work. It doesn't work. Because why would it? Why would it? It's Troll Machine. Why would it fucking work? If the last duel was held together by a paper strap, at least this one has the decency of being a metal one. But it's still a fucking metal bar stopping it from collapsing. It's still gonna fucking break. That shit's not gonna work. I can go individually and talk about how stupid the wave spam is, how the spider often clips through the fucking blocks and bugs out, and the fucking speed portals making it even more stupid to get control. I can talk about how the ball just skips portals and flies off to the moon. I can mention how there's an unnecessary touch trigger before the 79% dash orb that just makes it more awkward. Like, I can talk about all of this. I can talk about even how the only real timing in the whole level is the first click before it, 76%. And like how that click just doesn't make any sense either. Like that click is stupid. It relies on a dual gimmick that is really dumb and doesn't work half the time. And even if I busted my lungs out on this, it wouldn't change shit because clearly 3 updates didn't do shit. 3 updates didn't do shit. And now finally, let's talk about the end. I'm not gonna tell you anything about this part. I'm just gonna let this clip right here speak for itself, okay? What? So yeah, the level doesn't work, the gameplay fucking sucks, the synchronization is non-existent. For this to be playable, I need to manually alter the sync. I need to make at least 50 different bug fixes, which will probably lead to more bugs being created from those bug fixes, which need more bug fixing. And then I also have to optimize it on top of all that, because apparently lag is also part of the difficulty, because we can't make a layout optimized. So tell me, what value is there? What value is there in this level? What is there to play in this shithole? There's nothing. There's literally fucking nothing. Contention 2. Experience. How much does it take to kill a man's joy? 2 weeks of commuting in hell. In October 2022, I was peer pressured by the people I so-called my friends to try a new unrated extreme game. Just this level right here. This fucking level. Okay? I really didn't want it. I never did. But because some asshole I no longer engaged with said it was the alien's difficulty, I blinded myself and said, yeah, sure. I dropped Karma, my dream hardest. Something that you all know. For what? For what did I drop it? A dysfunctional flow level presented like a 5-star cooked meal of camel dick and balls. I put up with 2 weeks of this felony of a level I described, right? That was described to me like this fucking heavenly level that was gonna be the best hardest ever. And I still blinded myself in those 2 weeks. Yeah, sure, I said. It's good. I'm just not consistent. Yeah, sure, it's fun, excluding the duel. I'll get consistent at some point. I'll enjoy it by the end of it, right? It wasn't. That's pure pain. It was a level promised to be heaven, tainted by sin, brought all the way down to fucking hell. And when a level like this is forced down your throat, at some point you fucking break. The arguments are still set in stone. You can still find them all over the servers I'm in. You can find them in CC. You can find them in Solo's old server, the HDL, IDL, and all those versions. You can find them there. You can find everything I thought about this level and everything that I had to go through with this level. Because I talked about it there. While most of them are lost for good, the amount of shame this level has put me is unbearable. I really did feel that the people I talked to didn't even like me. And for good reason too, but like I really felt like they were out to get me. Generally, every single interaction, it went the same way. Oh my god, TROLLMACHINE is so easy. It's a fucking insane demon. Look at me. I'm so smart, guys. It's so fun. Oh my god, chicks are clapping. I was being rage baited. Of fucking course it worked. Fucking course it worked. I was rage baited for 2 fucking weeks and on. And it worked. Because, like, what I was seeing day after day was my heart is being belittled. This level I've been putting so much work for and considers to be so hard was being belittled in front of me. Even after the fact, after I pulled through the fucking level, it still kept going on. So let's talk about some of the shit that I've been told. Some of the things that I had to hear that made this experience so horrible, okay? And I'm not going to name drop anyone. But most of you know who you are. And most people, I mean, I don't talk to them anymore. But the people who are watching this video, they know who I'm talking about. Because they're very infamous people, okay? So let's start. I was told I beat the level the wrong way. And that my completion thereby wasn't valid. That I can't complain or comment on the enjoyment because I didn't sync it correctly, right? Like if that was my job, okay? I was told that by the same guy and several others that the only issue was the duel in the 50s, which is partially true, but it undermines the rest of the problems I already outlined, right? That was the least of my problems, but then I was told that it had perfect sync. Perfect sync. And that it was the best level in the game because sync is everything. and that I was just in denial. They told me that a lot, that I was in denial, that I didn't want to accept it, okay? I was told, and I quote, I've been in Stereo Madness and Troll Machine, and they're like the same difficulty. I was told, you're too scared to admit Troll Machine isn't as hard as you think. All this because they didn't struggle as much with the level. What was their hardest at the time? Fucking Wasureta. Yeah, you can definitely judge an level at this difficulty with your hardest being fucking Wasureta. I was also told by a certain racist, homophobic Wasu Victor who thinks Cold War is too rainbowy for them, that it was an insane demon. They hadn't even beaten it. They had beaten the level on practice mode. Correct. No progress from zero. Just one video watched. I was also told that I should just get better. I was told that I'm stupid for thinking that this level's bad. I was told that straight up, I was like, there's a bug fixer, right? That I talked to them, and they straight up told me that the level was perfectly fine, even after I presented them with several pieces of proof of the bugs. They completely refused to fix it, and instead blamed it on me for putting pressure on them. Bug fixer, by the way. Bug fucking fixer, by the way. They completely refused to fix it, and again, blamed it on me. And the thing is, it's like most of these things that I'm talking about, like, they wouldn't really matter because they're just opinions at the end of the day. They're just interactions with random people. But the thing is that, like they fucking brushed and rubbed these all the time, day after day, every day, on purpose. It genuinely felt like I was talking to someone, and somehow they would always bring it up. They would always bring it up, this fucking level, just to piss me off. Genuinely, I'm glad I don't talk to anyone who said this anymore. Except for like one person who's like really chill. He probably has an idea if he watches this video who they are. Genuinely, I'm glad they're like more chill now. But like, seriously, this shit pissed me off, and it made my experience 10 times worse, even after the fact. Speaking of experience, let's talk about this level, because this has been by far my worst luck on any level, period. Let's bring back the widest graph, right? 17 times out of 222 in the duel. If that doesn't speak on itself, I mean, I'm sure you have a calculator. You can do the math yourself. If that doesn't speak on itself, let's see. Let's break down those 17 attempts. 70 times 1, 71 times 1, 72 times 3, 73 times 3, 75 times 1, 79 times 1, 81 times 3, 84, 85, 88, 90, 91. Each one of those deaths hurt so much you can't even imagine. Like, imagine being stuck on this fucking shithole of a duel and then dying to this. And now let's take out the deaths that were my fault. So now the list goes from all of that to 72 times 1, 81 times 3, and 88. That's it. Every single one of those was a fucking bug. 5 deaths past the duel that were real. Every single one, all the other ones, all 12 of them, bugs. And then you wonder why I hate this so much. Who the fuck would it? Who the fuck would it? This whole level, this whole experience, down to the log or the interactions, it was miserable. I never wanted to beat this, and I was forced into doing so and punished for not liking the level. Genuinely fuck you to this level for all this. And I didn't even touch on the fact that this got so bad I had to switch to TPS bypass in order to beat it. This level, and I quote from my own description, gave me so many headaches. I had to switch to TPS bypass to get over it. I was so done with this level. And after beating it, it didn't stop. I still hated it. And now I live with this burden of never finishing on a 60. What if I had beaten it? What if I had actually beaten it? What if I got a place on the LRR? I mean, I still do believe 100% that this would have been less worthy even to this day. It would have been less worthy. It would have been harder than the Niflheim on 60. I still believe that. So yeah, no satisfaction, no gain, just stress, pain, lost friendships, and a fucking burden I could not alleviate until today. And even now, with Troll Machine completed on 60, I feel nothing. No relief, no joy. No sense of closure. Just a fucking screen with 100%. Like this is nothing. It's nothing. It wasn't like Allegiance or Karma or Idols where like I felt something. I felt satisfaction of it being over. No, this level just proved that it genuinely means nothing. Because that's what it is. That's what it always was. A nothing level. An all good for nothing, worthless piece of shit that belongs to the dumpster. Contention 3. Creators. I could talk about this level's decoration. And its stupid song choice. How this level looks like a red pitch layout with minimal block design and troll faces that cover half your fucking screen and make the level somehow almost 170k objects. Yeah, minimal decoration and troll faces, 170k objects. I can talk about the usage of a slop funk song that repeats the same fucking note all the fucking time for 2 minutes straight. And sounds like a genuine dog shit that would only ever be used by a 6th grader on their cold Patrick Bateman edit. But instead, I wanna focus on an aspect that truly cements this level as the worst of all time, okay? You see, I don't judge creators based on their creations a lot. And I often don't do so vice versa either. I will make some exceptions for exceptionally bad examples. Notoriously Hines, I mean, the guy, he likes skits. Come on, I'm not gonna judge that guy for that. And that also comes with the fact that he's the 2-for-1 combo and being a dipshit for how many also shit levels. You know, 2-for-1, very hateable guy. However, there is a man in this community who I personally cannot stand at all. And many can't either. And I know y'all can't. You see, I did a little bit of digging, right? This Troll Machine guy. I forgot how to block. Yeah, this Troll Machine guy. Let's just say I'm under the impression this level was made by a certain person, you know, with a certain Rolex. Fucking burn him. Yeah, this level was made by fucking burn him. There is a lot of hints to this, okay? The gameplay style made by the same fucking guy who made Waterfall and Black Flag, another Cherry Team Abominations. Their whole Cherry Team thing sucks. I hate them. The creators are mostly Russian, and they're also in Cherry Team levels and have direct connections to them. Some of them are even members. Also, the fact that this Troll Machine guy with the little 4, yeah, the alleged creator, they're featured on Bitch Rose's level. I think it was called Osana Burdick. As Heart Machine with the same fucking 4. And that same level also has that Cherry Team. Also, the nickname Troll Machine, Heart Machine, yeah, that username has been Burnham's even before the level came out. That has been his username for a while. So, yeah. This somehow makes the level even fucking worse, because now you have a dysfunctioning level with a shit song, shit decoration, and the creator is also a dipshit. In case you're unaware who this man really is, which I'm sure you are, but even still, this is the same Russian guy who threatened just a Yeeted player with going to their house and doing shit to them. Literally gave a death threat to somebody who lives in the same place as him and actually tried to go over there. It's the same guy who has shown clear transphobic and racist behavior online. The same prick who has made so many dumb shit levels like this one and piggybacks the fact of being edgy and making quote-unquote good levels to stay relevant. The same guy whose response to criticism on Twitter was flashing a fucking Rolex. Yo, mate, I don't like your level. Well, guess what? I have a fucking Rolex, mate. I have a fucking Rolex and I'm Russian. The persona just fits this level so much. Only an asshole like him will make such a horrible level. Only he would have the small, brain-farted image to sit down and puke such a monstrosity. Genuine shame on him and shame on all the creators involved in this level. And just to wrap this all up, I'm going to give some thoughts on my review. I have to be honest, I definitely think this has improved since last time. However, it's not as a result of an update, because this level did get updated apparently, but it's more of a result of my grown patience and skill, which I am glad to see, especially since 3 years ago. This completion just really shows that now I can take on the hard levels, not just skill-wise, but mentally. Another thing I do have to remark is this level's difficulty. My opinion has changed. And it has to do with both 2.2 and the update that did technically nerf it. I do think this is probably easier than Niflheim now. Probably easier than Lotus too. I'm not sure about Sartrix, but it might be harder than Sartrix. So I do think it's a bit easier as a result of the update. But even regardless, this shit's not beginner tier. Stop fucking lying. Stop fucking lying, all this worry. This level was stupid. Like, and even on top of all of that, even after calming down, being patient, waiting 3 years, and repeating this, I still fucking hate this shit. And I still think it's the absolute bottom of GD. This level has no saving. But at the very least, I can say that I completed it. I can pride myself in that I beat it on 60. Even if it was 3 years late, I don't care. Like, I still beat it. But even then, it still feels worthless. Again, I don't feel nothing. This level is nothing for me. And will never be anything else but the worst level of all time. I hate this level. I have hated this level and will always hate this level. For this level, I hate it.